Hi, I'm Marita Crandall, and this is VBITE. Well, I had to film a little early today, so it's a little hot in here, but don't worry, I'm all right. It's just through the window. I'll be fine. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, but I have to go to a witch meeting tonight, which I'm kind of excited about. All right, so now the cube. Okay, this is the coolest thing ever. The desert is your world and who you are, and this is your situation at this time. Oh my. Hang on one second. We only have 4 minutes, so. Hey there. Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll see you then. Okay, bye. Okay, that was my friend Sue picking me up for the witch meeting. Anyway, the cube is you, and it's going to be, and think about what kind of cube you had. So if it's floating in the air, it might mean you're kind of a dreamer. If it's grounded on the sand and is quite large, it might mean that you are very stable and you, oh my goodness. I'm sorry guys, hang on one second. Hey, hello, Sue? Hello? Oh, she but called me. Okay. Okay, now if it is real small, and we'll get into, let's go a little further because it's going to make a difference to where your horse is and everything. Okay, the ladder, oh, and also what it's made out of is going to make a difference too. The ladder are your friends, and so if you have a really big ladder and it has a lot of rungs, that might mean that you're really social, you have a lot of friends, maybe a lot of acquaintances. If it's a very short ladder and has very few rungs, you might be real careful of who your friends are. You might covet them, you know, quite a bit. It might be more quiet, internal. If it's leaning up against the cube, it might mean that your friends rely on you. And like, think about where the ladder is laying. If it's on the ground far away from the cube, you might be kind of distant to your friends. So there's so many different kinds of interpretations you can do. Now the flowers are your children, and they could be hypothetical children. It could be your dogs. It could be a project you're working on. It could be like if you're an artist, it could be your paintings and how you feel about them. If there are many or just a few, so that's another thing to think about. Then the horse is your lover, and so think about what the horse is doing. Where is it in relationship to the cube? What is it doing? Is it coming or going? You know, and what kind of horse it is. That has a lot to do with it too. And then the storm are your troubles. And if the storm is descending, that might mean that you had a lot of troubles and now, you know, things are better. If it's coming towards you, you might have a lot of things going on in your life that you're worried about. If it's just basically over you, but also it could be exciting things. So the kind of storm you have, you know, is a lot about that too. Now, there is a book that you can get called The Cube. I researched it just the other day, and I was sent away for it. I got an old copy of it on Amazon.com. It's The Cube by Anne Gottlieb. Now, she didn't create this. They actually don't know the origins. It might be Turkish, I read. It might be, it's ancient. It's really old. But Anne Gottlieb did a really good job of analyzing it. And so you can still get that book online because there are so many different aspects to look at. But basically you can kind of figure it out yourself. You know, that's what I did. So think about where your ladder is, like I said, think about what your horse is doing. And that is you in your life right now. I also put a little link, if you go on to where it says segment 7 on tonight's episode, right under that it says The Cube. And if you hit that, it'll take you to a link of a bunch of different explanations also. It's not as detailed as the book is, but it'll give you a little bit more information. All right, and we will see you tomorrow night on VBITE.